but you can call me Cam, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys my 10 tips for transitioning your hair. And this isn't specifically transitioning from relaxed hair or heat damaged hair. It's just like in general my tips, because I never had a relaxer, so I can't really give tips on that aspect. But I did transition from heat damaged hair to being completely natural. So yeah, these are gonna be my 10 tips. I have my little notepad here and everything, so I'm just gonna be reading from these because I wrote them down for y'all. So number 1, keep your heat styling to a minimum. And the reason I say that is because heat is not your friend. Heat don't want your hair to grow, okay? Heat is gonna damage your hair. It's gonna make your hair break off. You don't need that energy in your life. Heat is toxic, okay? Now, I know people are like, how I was, you know, like you want to straighten your hair because it gives you length. Okay, well, just think about it. If you let go of heat for a few years, your natural hair is going to be so long, and then when you straighten it, it's just going to be even longer. Like, make that be your motivation, because if you straighten your hair every single day, your hair's not going to grow. It's not going to happen. Even if you use, you know, heat protectant and all that, it's just not going to happen. Give up heat for as long as you can. That is my first tip. Number 2, experiment with different protective styles, you know, braids, wigs, weaves, etc. Now, this isn't something I would say to do all the time because you do want to let your hair breathe and whatnot, but I think my second tip is really good. As you guys see, I am wearing a wig right now, and it's just good to give your hair a break sometimes, you know, a break from styling it all the time, or how often you style it when your hair is natural. Your hair does deserve to get a break, so if you do, you know, get a weave every now and then, wear some wigs, you know, get some braids, some twists, something to just like let your hair get a break for maybe like a week, 2 weeks. That's good. Tip number 3, now this goes with number 2. Don't neglect your hair in protective styles. Now this, I kind of did hint on this a little bit in number 2, but you don't want to have your hair in a protective style for 3 months, okay, and not do anything to it, you know, or like with wigs, you don't want to just wear a wig and not moisturize your hair underneath it, because that's not gonna help your hair grow, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're doing protective styles, then you're also gonna want to, you know, make sure you're oiling your scalp, make sure you're still washing your hair. You still want to take good care of your hair. For example, with me, my protective style is wigs. I don't really do anything else other than wigs, but when I wear wigs, I don't get them like sewn down or anything. I just, you know, use my Got2b glue. I thought I had it, but I don't. But yeah, I just use like my Got2b glue. End of the night, I take water, take my wig off, and then if I want to wash my hair or deep condition it or do whatever, I can just do that. So yeah, don't neglect your hair when it's in protective styles. Number 4, don't set a time. And this just means, don't say like, oh, my hair is gonna be bra strap length in 2 months. Okay, that's probably not gonna happen, you know? So it's like, you don't want to set a time limit, and then let's say you don't make it, and then you're just like, well, dang, okay, well, F the whole, you know, natural hair journey. You don't want to do that. You kind of want to, you know, just let your hair do its thing. Let it grow how it grows, how fast it grows, how slow it grows, whatever. Everyone's hair grows at a different rate. So you don't want to, you know, set a time limit for your hair and you don't even know how it's going to grow. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, keep your scalp clean. So this is kind of like I don't know, I feel like everyone should know this, but I did want to just throw this in there because, for example, like with protective styles, you want to keep your scalp clean. Even if you're not doing protective styles, you want to keep your scalp clean. I think it's a myth that dirty hair grows. I don't know, I used to hear that as a kid, and that is not true. But you also don't want to wash too much as to where your scalp is like dry. So this kind of varies. Like, some people can wash every 2 days, some people it's every 2 weeks. You know, you kind of just have to see what you can do with your own hair, because I know specifically for me, I can wash my hair maybe every 4 to 5 days. If I really want to, I can do once a week. So, you know, it just kind of depends. But yeah, don't dry your scalp, but keep it clean as well. Number 6, deep condition. And this is my favorite one because this is something I actually really like to do. I love deep conditioning my hair. Now, you want to start to do this as often as you can. I deep condition my hair since it is bleached and blonde every 2 to 3 days. So, you know, I have like a specific deep conditioner that I really like. I love the Camille Rose one. I don't know the name of it, but it smells like cake batter. That is literally like my favorite. But even then, like, I just use any deep conditioner that works on my hair every 2 to 3 days. And yeah, I just think that's a good, you know, that's a good starting point to do it every 2 to 3 days. You know, do it either as more as you want to, as less as you want to. Kind of all depends on your hair, of course. But deep conditioning your hair will make sure it's moisturized, and having moisturized hair helps your hair grow. Number 7, gradually cut off any damage. Now, you don't have to big chop, okay? You don't. You really don't have to big chop for your hair to grow. And I know that was kind of like a thing to big chop your hair, and then, oh my gosh, your hair is gonna grow. Okay, well listen, when you big chop, it's gonna take a long time. You don't have to big chop unless you want to. So my tip, like I said, is to just gradually cut off damaged pieces, straggly ends, whatever it is, because if you gradually cut it off, of course it won't look like your hair is growing, but you'll be able to see from the scalp, you know, however long your hair is, you'll be able to see that growth. And then as you cut, you know, more and more and more, obviously you're gonna get to a point where you don't have to cut off anything, and then you'll start to see some length or start to see some volume or whatever it is that you want. Number 8, try different methods. So this is kind of like, I didn't do this, but I think I could have. I know y'all probably all heard of the rice water challenge, and y'all all know what castor oil does and what it does for your hair. I think you guys should try that, you know what I mean? Like, I've been watching people actually do the rice water challenge because I'm debating, like, do I want to try it? And I actually do, you know? And who knows, like, it might work better for your hair, it might not work for your hair, but I think we should all try out different methods just to see, like, what works. For example, like I said, the rice water, or with the castor oil, using it as, like, a hot oil treatment, you know, just using different methods just to kind of like see what works for your hair. And then who knows, like with rice water, like what if that works for your hair, and then that actually like promotes your hair to grow even faster, you know? So I think we should all be trying different methods, and that is number 8. Number 9, learn what works for your hair. This kind of goes with number 8, you know, not everything that I'm mentioning is gonna work for you. Not anything anyone mentions is gonna work for you. You have to learn what works best for your hair. And once you learn that, for example, like what products, what the hairstyles you can do, with protective styles, once you find like those key like few things you can do, just keep doing those, because if it works, why change it, you know what I mean? For example, like with me, when I was transitioning from like my heat damaged hair to being completely natural, braid outs were the only thing that works for me. Like my mom used to be able to do twist outs, bantu knots, she could do wash and goes, all that, but like my wash and goes and bantu knots and twist outs didn't look right, so I was doing braid outs for the longest time. So yeah, that's just something, you know, you have to do. Just find out what works for your hair, and once you find that out, just stick to it. Last but not least, number 10, be patient and do not compare your hair growth journey with someone else's. And I feel like this is the biggest tip. Like this is key, because you don't want to, you know, start your natural hair journey and then later on you're like, well dang, well so-and-so's hair grew this fast in this many months, or this person I'm watching on YouTube, their hair grew so fast and mine isn't growing that fast, and we're using the same products. Well, everyone's hair is different, everyone's hair journey is different, so don't compare your hair journey to someone else's. Just be patient. Your hair is gonna grow, it doesn't just not grow, you know? So it's like, you just want to be patient, you know? You don't want to compare your journey with anyone else's, because like I said, everyone's hair is different. So everyone's hair is going to grow at different paces, everyone's hair is going to react to things differently. Just find what works for you and be patient. So yeah guys, those are my 10 tips for transitioning hair. I hope you guys like this video. I tried to make it super quick. I had it all, you know, written out and everything. And best of luck to those who, you know, stumbled upon my video perhaps, and I hope you take these tips into, you know, consideration. Like I said, I think number 10 is the biggest one. Just be patient. That's really the main thing. And just love your hair. Learn to love your hair and your curls and your kinks and your coils, whatever your hair is, whatever your hair texture is, just love it. And just learn to like tend to it, and it will grow in your favor. I promise it will. But yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.